Good morning, Foggers. Good Tuesday morning. I hope you guys had a good Monday, started your week off strong. Like we talked about, at least one of our followers probably drank a little bit too much for Super Bowl Sunday. But that's okay. We hit the reset button, right? The sun comes up every day. It's a new opportunity to move forward. And that's what we do. Continue to strive to get better, right? Stay in the fight. We talk about that. I've had my times where I said to myself, I'm just tired of fighting. You look at a guy like Mike Tyson, and I think he's fascinating. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody about him, arguably one of the best boxers to ever live. But I find his personal life now, of where he came from and how he deals with life, I find that much more interesting than any boxing match he's ever been in. And a lot of people would agree with that. So the topic today is about loving yourself. He grew up with a lot of stigma about who he was. He, abandonment issues from his parents, and Custom Auto, his trainer, adopted him and loved him. And till this day, Mike Tyson is African American. Custom Auto is white, old. I think he was from Italian descent, and he just took him in and loved him. Just completely. Unfiltered, unselfish love, right? And tomorrow being Valentine's Day, I think the topic today would be about love. Yeah, I'm not big into the Valentine's one day of love and treat you like shit the rest of the year. When you're in a relationship, right? It's a constant struggle, right? And you have to work at it. You completely have to work at it. And today's topic is really not about relationships. It's about love, and it should be about self-love, because a lot of times you're unable to love somebody, whether it's your significant other, your spouse, or whoever it may be, or especially your children, right? Loving yourself is so important, right? There was so many stigmas in my life. I didn't want to be home, so when I went to school, that was my escape. I would daydream, I wouldn't do schoolwork, and that led to people telling me that there was something wrong with me, that I wasn't smart. And I had that stigma growing up, and then so with all the pain, I would overeat, and I was the fat kid, and the fat jokes, and that whole cruel, vicious cycle. And I grew up with all those things, right? I wasn't smart, I was fat, and all these things. And growing up, I just told myself that wasn't true, right? So looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you love yourself. And if you look in the mirror and physically or psychologically you don't like what you see because you were led to believe that there was something wrong with you, then take the steps to change that, right? There's a lot of followers that I respect, that I look at, male and female, that have taken those steps, and I see hurt in their eyes, but they take steps to improve themselves, right? To at least make them feel like, man, I should love myself, right? So when you love yourself, you're gonna be able to love better. And we talk about generational curses and stuff, and the reason love goes with that is, like, for instance, my mom was a lot of my demons and curses and stuff came in from my mom. She loved me. It's not that she loved me or abandoned me. She loved me, but she was a very broken woman, right? And my dad was non-affectionate. So one of the things I broke with that, my son is 15 years old. He's 6'3", almost 6'4". And he's 300 pounds. He's an offensive lineman at the best high school in the country. And I grab him and I hug him and I love him, and I tell him every day that I love him, and not love ya or whatever. I love you, right? I make it a point to hug and love, and we smooch around. And if you look at us, we look like two weirdos. I love my son, right? I think he's the best gift that God gave me. So getting to self-love, the only way that I can love him is, and it's a constant battle for me, is to continue to try to love myself as much as I can. And again, it's not a physical thing. It may be for some people, but psychologically, I am better than what I was ever led to believe. And my message to you is that, again, I tell you, as first responders, God chose you. Out of everybody in the world, he chose you to put you in people's lives at their worst time, okay? So when I tell you you're special, it's not fluff, it's not bullshit. The people that know me know that I don't bullshit. You're special. And a lot of times we're led to believe, because people don't like to be told to go to their room. Okay, that's as officers and first responders, we take command of scenarios and stuff, right, and scenes. So nobody likes that. But the bottom line is, you are extremely special. You're a very small percentage when you look at your, statistically speaking, like in this world, everything is numbers. Statistically speaking, with everybody that's in the world, you're a very small amount of people, and it's a calling, and you're special. Okay, so my message today, before the day of Valentine's, is work today a little bit on loving yourself a little bit better. Do whatever it is. I don't care if it's yoga, dieting, cardio, affirmations, breathing exercise, whatever mumbo jumbo, or whatever you think is mumbo jumbo that's going to help you. That's a plus. And that's what we're looking for here at 3am Fog, is to improve ourselves. Why? Because our family and our children deserve that. And 3am Fog, when I started this whole concept many years ago, like I told you guys where it came from, I started a book. And I was telling somebody the other day, I thought the book was about me. The book is not about me. The book is about you. And I wrote the dedication to this book, even though I'm not done with it. And yes, I'm procrastinating. I'm lazy about it. But the dedication to this book is not to you guys. It's to your family, to your kids that get dragged through the shit that we put them through all the time because of our inability to improve ourselves. Okay? So dedicate yourself, right? Since we're servants and we like to serve people for whatever reason in our background. So do better, right? Get better. Get yourself better. Love yourself. And if anything, do it for your family, man. Do it for your family, men and women. Let's be better. Let's get better. We'll do it together. And we're finding our way. So today, if you got to do some searching, like we do buildings and we do areas and yards and fields, search yourself, find your answer, find your hurt, find where your pain is at, and stare it in the face. And let's try to get better at that, right? Through therapy, through counseling, through whatever it is that it is. Today, do a little bit better for you. It's a pre-Valentine's self-love, self-check day. Be better for them, okay? And that's my message today. I love you, and I don't know you, but I know you. Remember that, okay? And it's all a respect thing. You're a very small percentage. You're extremely special. Don't fall for what they were led, what somebody led you to believe, that there was something wrong with you. And if something was done to you, it wasn't your fault. It was their shortcomings and their evil thoughts and their evil doings that did whatever it was that was done to you. Okay? And we're going to just put that in a bag and drop that shit off. All right? Today it's getting better. Love yourself. Get better for yourself and then for them. Okay? Happy Tuesday. We'll talk tomorrow. Don't piss people off. Get your flowers and your candy and stuff and do the right thing, okay? Love yourself. 3am Fog. Have a good day, guys.